Alright, so next section of the survival series that we're starting on is furniture and basic woodworking. Now I'm coming to you from Rent-A-Center over here. A really cool table right there is an example of something that you would definitely need it for a long-term survival situation for sure, or even something for more than about a day. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can buy, things like that, but in this next section, I want to show you how to make something like one of these using basic joints, stuff like that. Unfortunately, the only thing as far as upholstery goes I can show you is just sewing basic cloths and stuff like that, since I lack, well, leather and leather sewing equipment. But for the most part, you using a few simple joints for wood, you'll be able to make yourself things like field tables and stuff like that. Then also we could talk about stuffing, padding, stuff like that later on. This will encompass several videos and it'll be really fun. It'll really help you out because it'll be able to, there's gonna be other sections that'll require you to build things that this section will be a good precursor and immersion to doing that. And you know, you have to think, what if you couldn't just go to Rent-A-Center to buy furniture and stuff? So I'm just gonna pan over some furniture real quick so you can get an idea of the basic structural shapes. Not even so much, when I pan over these, don't think of it like with the cloth and stuff added to it or the upholstery on top. I want you to think of what the structure may look like underneath all the cloth. This is just a quick chair real quick. See what you got back. Arms. Also too, I'll probably have to teach some basic drawing stuff. Life drawing for you guys to fully encompass the idea of this. See, that's just a quick line going down, quick square. It's a few pieces of wood just kind of branched over. Table. We'll just drop down, take a look. See basic wood. Now, while I wait here for a few minutes and kind of take a break from what I was doing, we got to talk about two types of furniture constructions. First one that we want to talk about is fasteners versus non-fasteners. Now, fasteners is stuff like screws, nails, bolts, that kind of thing, which require basic metalworking skills or just access to stuff. Now, sometimes you can use like small wood dowels to kind of fit in and fasten stuff. You'd still have to have a drill at that point. What I want to basically introduce you to for the first section of this section of our mini series is utilizing a wood chisel and some saws and just glue or something else, or even just what we want to do is we want to make tight fitting joints so that things just fit perfectly, like right, fit perfectly tightly, and holds, not only support their own weight, but maybe the weight of a person, two people, or objects that you put on top of it. Alright, thanks. Okay, I want to show you guys this really cool joint on this, goes to this table. These two things right here are slots and grooves. They're just designed to interlock, just like this. see. That's what they end up looking like. This is because they have an equal amount going up and down, and then they go like the reverse way. That's how you want all your pieces to fit. Just perfectly. Now this right here is a bracing. Sometimes they can be made out of the same type of material, sometimes not. What it does is it just distributes all the force that acts upon this table throughout the entire table instead of just on the center joint. Most houses and stuff have this connecting different floors, the ceiling rafters to the walls, stuff like that. When we start talking about structures, I'll start discussing a little more of that stuff. But just know that these are bracing. We may or may not use bracing in some of the smaller furniture, but when we do structures, for sure, we'll definitely start talking about that. I'm just showing you guys quick tricks too. With the Allen wrench. Alright. That's pretty sturdy, not going anywhere. If I push on it, push, this table acts as one. That's exactly what those bracings are for. Now this concept is blocking. See how from this end I can kind of shake this from both ways. It's sturdy down at the very bottom. Now at the top here, it's kind of loose. This, we're going to put this in between here, and it's going to sturdy it. It's going to rest on these grooves in this smaller slot right here. See how it's a little more loose. Look, moves a lot less now. That's blocking.